Welcome to the latest Airbnb update. While I am sure that I had an intro video recorded for this segment, it has been so long and there have been so many chaotic moments since the last update that I have no doubt that footage has been lost in the process. Honestly, this last update is a real treat. We get some priming done. We deal with some challenges with our drywall mutter taper and water. Water where it shouldn't be. Thank you for joining me on our latest Airbnb update. Be sure to hit the like button. I need the love. And subscribe, because I know this won't be the last crazy update on this Airbnb project. Let's jump into it. The day has come. We are priming. You'll obviously see a little bit of the painting, but I'm not gonna make you watch us paint all of it, but this is where we're at. Laundry room is done. The kitchen, seating area. Jason's just finished up that last wall over there. So all that's left for the first coat of primer is over here. Entryway, TV area. I just heard something fall. Something falling in our spare room. Just a mop. But it is coming together. It feels so good to have primer going up. Jason was saying that he's so excited for like the messy part of construction to be done, and this is the start of that. Once we start to like put the primer up, our drywaller still needs to come in and do like the closet, bathroom, and the bedroom. So we will we'll definitely have probably 2 coats of primer done by the time all that's done, because there's still like some wall corners that need to be mudded and stuff, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Whew. All right, back in the basement. Our drywaller was here for about 2 hours this morning. He got the, I guess this would be bathroom, bedroom, closet, sanded. The floors are a mess. So I'm gonna do what I did with the first one. I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna give it a really good vacuum. I'm going to vacuum the walls. We'll see how that goes. I know I did, we used like just a damp cloth to wipe like the living room, laundry room area. So I'm gonna see if vacuuming is a little more efficient just because the space is smaller. We'll see, but it is a big deal that we are getting to the point of almost done. I'm just excited to be past this stage and for everything to be back in my control and to stop dealing with some of the challenges that we've had. So I'm gonna get started on what I can to move this project ahead. Start with some vacuuming. Day 2 of painting, well underway. The bedroom is done. Look at Jason's face, he's been painting the roof. Doesn't look as bad on camera, but the bedroom is done. We started on the closet. We found some graffiti in the bathroom.
In the shower.
Over in the shower. Good place for a butt.
Well, affirmations.
Affirmations. Yeah. First coat primer almost done. We've also like just, deficiencies that are hard to see before like you actually prime it. So those are all marked to be fixed. No, I did not add the wrong footage to this video. I'm just multitasking while I talk about the Airbnb project because maybe cutting vegetables will relieve some of the frustration that I am feeling with this project. We are holding grace with this process and we are embracing everything that we are learning, and our focus is to move forward with positivity, but I might literally be losing it. You would have seen some footage of us painting the Airbnb and doing the primer. That was and is such a freaking awesome step in this process, because that means that we are finally, pardon me, able to start moving forward with some of the things that are so far past due. We hired our drywaller at the end of October. What should have been a 2-week project has now blown into something that is taking an extreme amount of time. The frustration has grown. I know in the beginning, Jason was dealing with our drywaller and then he was getting frustrated, so I took over. I've now become frustrated, so it's been pushed back on Jason. And the biggest challenge is just that I feel like our time frames are not being respected. And unfortunately, the guy that we hired to do our drywall, I just don't think he, first off, sees the consequences of his, I guess, nonchalantness with the project. For the amount that we're paying him, had he gotten it done in 2 weekends or 3 weekends or even 4 weekends, like he had originally said it would take, he would have made pretty good money in a very short period of time. Now that he's dragged this project out for an excruciatingly long amount of time, I can't see how the job is worth it. You know what I mean? Because we need him out of the main area so that we can finish painting and we can start putting in the flooring, because this project needs to keep moving forward. So his delay not doing the closet prevents us from moving forward with that space. Once he's working on the stairwell, that buys him time because we still need to do the flooring, we still need to do the ceiling, we need to finish painting. But at least if he's out of our way, working on the stairs, I can continue to get stuff done. This has been the hardest part of this project, and there are so many regrets. There are so many learning opportunities. Anyway, that is the update. We now have first coat of primer on the entire basement, except for the closet part that still needs to be done. All the defects have been fixed. He said there are a few where you might need an extra skim, that's fine, but all like the nail pops are going to be fine. Plans to start the stairwell this coming week, which is great. For you, let's move forward with the next step of the project. So I am now downstairs in the basement. Our drywaller, I know this whole video is going to be about how frustrated I am with him, but our drywaller was supposed to be by this weekend. He made it up to be big. He's like, you know what, I'm going to come this weekend. I'm going to be able to get like a lot of work done. I'll actually be able to like come and do some serious work. We were looking forward to that. It was supposed to be really great. Things were actually going to start moving ahead and some of the little things were going to get done. So not to our surprise, he didn't show up either days. He just was like, oh, actually turns out I have this today, which I don't know how someone doesn't know their schedule to that extent, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, I was up most of the night just stressing about this project, stressing about how incredibly behind we are, but because of the delays of our drywaller, this project's now costing us more every single month. So I'm essentially working on sanding all of the little defects that were fixed so that we can then move forward with the second coat of primer. I'm hoping to just get the floor cleaned up a little bit down here, keep some of the dust down once I'm done sanding this. give it a quick mop just to kind of get some of like the excessive amount of putty on the floor off. And then I think I'll feel really good about where we are at in this project. Yeah, I'm gonna do some sanding. I'm gonna try and stop bitching about them. Try and just grow from this experience. All right, well, I was gonna make you watch me mop the whole floor. And I don't even know if you know how bad it was, but this is where we're at now. It looks, oh my God, I can't even explain to you how much better it looks. There's the mop. I did it really quick over here. A lot of this needs to like almost soak and then be scrubbed, which is really, really shitty, but this is a part I did not do yet. So it gives you an idea of how disgusting the floor is, and just like I've swept it, but it's pretty bad. Would you believe me if I said my hair looked fantastic like 10 minutes ago? Interesting story. So we have this small patch of drywall upstairs on the main floor that's being fixed under warranty. And we had a drywaller come in today. And with all of the challenges and hurdles that we've been having, we were very honest with him. We just said, hey, like, what do you do? Can we get a second quote for the rest of the job? Just because Jason and I are truly and genuinely very discouraged and frustrated with the current situation. And he came downstairs with a little flashlight that looks a lot like this. And he really, how do I say, shed some light on how not great the work is down here. Don't get me wrong, I fully understand, and he explained that oftentimes what he sees with his little fancy flashlight and what you would actually see in the room when it's all done and painted white is very, very different, and it's never gonna look this bad. And there are certainly walls that I am less concerned about. So let's get sanding, start another room, a little montage just for you. Well, that's not good. I don't know what that's from. Something obviously hit that, but I'll have to fix that. Over the last footage of what you would have seen, and I'm sure I kept a little bit of it in, we've been having some serious challenges with the drywaller that we hired, and when it comes down to it, he was just, I don't even think he showed up for 50% of the days that he said he would. He would give us like last minute day of excuses, which obviously, like, Jason and I are extremely busy people, and we've been planning our life around this guy for the last several couple months, and it's been a couple weeks with the holidays, being done, and he hasn't been out. And today's a Sunday. Yesterday and today he was supposed to come out and get some work done. He was supposed to finish up some things that he said he would do and never did. It is what it is. This was a really big learning curve for us, but we have decided at this point that we let him go. He won't be finishing any of the job. Jason and I we've been kind of like planning out how we're going to strategize some of the other things that need to get done. We went downstairs, we moved the drywall closer to like the stairwell so that we're not trying to lug drywall around, trying to get stuff put up for the stairs. We discussed the easiest way to get the stairs done, what's the most efficient and effective, and we're just gonna go that route. So that's the route I trust that we could probably get our share of this done within a couple weeks. Yeah, I got time. I don't need sleep. We're moving forward with progress, and it'll be good. All right, rise and shine. We're gonna get things moving and happening, and yeah. Today, what I'm gonna try and get done is these corner caps up here. I'm also going to do, just because I have limited time that I can spend down here, but right here, there's some dimples in the wall. I don't know if I can fix that. That might just be, I might just actually just leave that. It'll just let it be what it is. So if not that, then I'm gonna start the corner caps on this closet and see if I have time for that. All right, so thanks to YouTube, I learned that I need to do the top corner beads first. So I'm gonna do that on both sides, and that will just be it for today, but he didn't talk about how to cut it, and I feel like I don't have tin snips. All right, so this basement project is so much about just like little increments of time. I have about 20 minutes to get something done, and I'm gonna take advantage of this time. I have tin snips, which I'm super pumped about. I'm gonna see if I can get the top part of the closet mudded and like put up. Even if I could just get that done, I'll be happy. All right, so I'm gonna cut these together to fit. So basically, I'm happy with that. I'd like to just say this for my own sake and benefit, but I'm aware that this may not be perfect. And if you're a mudder taper and you're watching this and you're thinking, she's doing it wrong, I just want you to know that at this point, I don't care. At this point, I just want this project moving forward and done. And I'm doing this in the best of my abilities, which is going into this with a I am capable of learning mentality, and I can do anything mentality. So if I'm not doing this wrong, or if I'm not doing this right, you can keep your thoughts to yourself. Because I'm proud of myself, and that's really all that matters. I'm going to get a little bit more mud, because I think I'm gonna need it, and then I'm gonna do the other side. I'm looking at how this is dried, and like, it's looking pretty freaking good. I suspect it's still wet, obviously, but it looks, I'm freaking proud of myself. Damn proud of myself. So I'm gonna now get the side pieces done and go from there. better, kind of. Is what it is. It is super freaking early. And I have a busy day today. So this morning is the only time that I have to work on the basement. So I'm gonna get the door frame sanded. We have this like mesh sander and it's made of like, I don't want to say metal, that might be exaggerated, but it sands so nice. So I'm gonna get this door frame sanded. That's the plan for today. I'm not gonna make you watch all that because how boring. But yesterday was also a really busy day and I just felt reckless, or I just felt restless. So I came downstairs, I put up this piece of drywall. I don't know if you see where I'm pointing, this one here. Jason and I had cut that piece out just because we had to move where the light hole was, so to spare the integrity, we got rid of the old board. This project is coming along. It's coming along. We're getting there, little bits at a time. This week that we fired the drywall mud and taper was just generally a really busy week, so we knew we would get a lot of work done down here, but every little bit matters. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Let's get to it. Just a little dirty. All right, I'm gonna do a skim coat on this mud and then go upstairs. So I'll see you next bit of work.
Good.
Babe.
You want to tell them your good ideas?
Yeah. So, zoom out of there. So we got the underside of the stairs drywall. Jason and I, super freaking proud of that. We are fortunate to have this ladder, which gives us the height we need here. And then I didn't know how we'd get it up there, so I had the genius idea of mounting like 2 screws here and here, and here and here.
Put a screw here.
And those like
Here.
supported that edge. We could basically lean it on it, which carried the weight. Jason could push it up, and then I stood at the top of the ladder. Well, you saw it. Put a couple screws in. We just did that all by ourselves. And then we've been working on this. I definitely didn't film it all. You would have seen the cutting of the door frame, but this, the ceiling all the way down, which means that that's it for drywall. We've got like a couple extra pieces. We have this big piece, so we're gonna decide what else we're gonna drywall, and then just a bit scraps. But like, that's floor. That is that's a big part of the job. Done and out of here. I'm freaking proud of us. That's a huge accomplishment. I'm very proud of it. I would say we've gotten more done in the last couple days. I did the 2 coats on the closet door. Oh, my makeup is looking fabulous. I've done a couple skim coats on some of the damaged parts. We got all this drywalled, which I'm freaking so proud of. I think in terms of other pieces, we need to fit a piece to cover those stairs. We need to do a piece there, both the upright, and then we need to do up there. All right, so it is the next day, and we got essentially everything that we're drywalling in the basement done. I'm friggin' stoked. We pretty much used up all the dry. We have like this little bit here left, a couple extra scraps over here, but essentially that's it. Jason and I went through the basement, and essentially what we did is we went through it with like a special light, and we marked off all, like, basically all of the seams that are really bad and need to be redone. But essentially it's coming together. I think a lot of these will be able to be skimmed in the next couple days, and we will be able to start painting. The next project, so I did around the closet. You can't see it really because it looks that good, but this still needs to be sanded and a final coat. And then the bathroom. The bathroom is an outright disaster. Like, for reference, every green tape is either a spot that's really bad or a seam that needs to be redone. Yeah, like literally this seam, you can see it. This line right here, it was just not completed at all. And then basically all of the roof, like super bad. But it doesn't matter, we are moving forward from here. And I'm just so darn proud of what Jason and I got done in terms of finishing up the drywall yesterday. But tomorrow being Sunday, I'm hoping that I can sand and do a final skim on all of these that need to be redone. And then, yeah, we'll just be in a really good spot. Just kidding. I couldn't resist. Here I am in the basement, getting more work done. My body is super tired from yesterday, but the excitement of just having this project like move along and progressing, so worth it. So I'm not gonna film all this because I record on my phone and I'm gonna listen to a podcast. I'll update you with what I got done this evening. I'm thinking an hour of work tops. So odds are I'll see you in 2 hours. So came downstairs to work in the basement, super pumped about it, and noticed that the basement's flooding. Thankfully when we put drywall up, we put a barrier so it wasn't like touching like the ground. So for the most part drywall's not wet, but like water's coming in. We actually have warm weather right now for our typical winters, but we are taping off basically everywhere that there's water so we can mark it. We sent in a request to our builder. I'm gonna do what I can down here nonetheless. Guess maybe I am working on the basement today or the bathroom, but we'll keep you updated. Let you know kind of guess what the resolution is and how much more of a delay this is gonna be. All right, so Jason and I got so much work done in the basement today. It's looking really good. Start with the stair. So I got not all the caps done because we ran out of time, but pretty much the whole wall is sealed. I'm still missing this and then like the little small end caps here and here. But like the whole like actual walls have officially been patched up. Originally, we were gonna wait to do the stairs, but circumstantially, it's just what worked out. Jason got some sanding done here. This wall had a bunch of ripples and it's now looking really good. Where else? I can tell where he worked based on where everything is sanded. He sanded around the door, which is also looking freaking amazing. We pretty much like should get a homeowner ticket for like general trades. Not bragging or anything, but pretty freaking proud of us. Jason also put a lot of work into the bathroom, and the bathroom was absolutely freaking terribly done. It's looking good now. He's fixed a lot of like just very poorly done work in there, and that's okay because we're now on track with the bathroom. Let's talk about the water. So, the water. As you can see, or I guess can't see, but the water is gone. Basically, our builders did come by today just to take a look at it. They sent like the big deal guy. And there's a few things we learned from it. First off, because we ran electrical and we cut into the vapor barrier, that's what we call it. Because we cut into the vapor barrier, that actually voids our warranty as it relates to condensation on the inside of the building. However, they did state that the condensation is actually normal. And as dumb as it sounds, it's just gonna happen. They took a look at the pargin on the outside of the house, which is basically like the stucco-y stuff around the bottom, looking for cracks, just to make sure that the water was not a foundation leak. But this is what we were reassured. First off, the amount of water that we had, should never be more than that. It's common in Canada just because our weather is so extreme sometimes. Basically, he just reassured us that because we're finishing the basement, by the time we like put up the drywall, seal it real good, put up like the primer and the paint, which like locks in the drywall, and then we put the flooring, and then we put this drop ceiling, that all of that is just gonna kind of contain the heat inside the house and almost create like a neutral zone between the wall, the interior wall and the exterior wall. So in theory, finishing this basement is a good thing, and it's actually gonna mean the problem is gonna go away. If we do see water, like lots of water, that's a foundation thing, and the builder will still fix that. Though, it still becomes an insurance thing if the finished basement gets damaged because of a broken foundation. So, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. Either way, the water in the basement is gone. We've gotten tremendous amount of work. I feel more confident moving forward and actually getting to a point here where we're gonna do the second coat of primer, which is freaking exciting. But I feel like I have so much content for this video, and I want to thank you again for allowing me to vent a little bit about the frustrations with our mutter paper guy. At the end of the day, I'm grateful for what he did get done, because it saved us a lot of physical effort on our own part, but I'm excited now to take back control of the time and actually start moving this process along further. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this latest update. Go down below, hit the subscribe button, send me some love. I can't wait for the next handful of videos where we actually start painting and putting things together. I want them to be bite-sized so that you can enjoy the real process in as much time as it takes us. But I'm grateful to have you guys all along on this journey. So I will see you in the next update, or you can check out some of my minimalist video vlogs where I share my love and passion for minimalism. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.